What's good, guys? Shit, that was a hassle trying to get my live back. Trying to get my live back going, man. That shit was a hassle. Shit. I was like, this topic, man. I need to go take a stroll, man. This topic needs a stroll, and we strolling. So we gonna go. We rolling. Um, yeah, nah, man. Listen, man. This summer's about to be active. The reason why I say it's about to be active is because, bruh, it's gonna be active, bro. Like, I'm literally going to be active, in motion, grooving, and I don't know. Niggas might see a whole new nigga by August. Not probably. They're most definitely going to see. Sometimes you just gotta listen. When you out here during the nighttime, you gotta be alert sometimes. Especially because I ain't got the best eyesight. So you really gotta be alert. So, you know, this summer's about to be active, bro. This summer's about to be active. Like, I'm telling you, this year, it's victory lap. You know, in other words, everything that you do, you know what I'm saying? Everything that you stand by this year, and I don't really go by man-made time. You know, I believe that time doesn't exist. I believe that time is an example of your growth. I feel like time determines your growth, most definitely, because, I mean, you can go from doing one thing to doing the next thing, and then now you hard. Now you going hard on it. Now you going in on it. So, like, this summer, like I said, I ain't really gonna speak on the moves, man. I ain't gonna speak on a lot of things. Silent come up. That's a gem right there. Come up. Silently. Don't tell a soul. Ain't no need to tell a soul. You don't need to tell nobody what's going on in your situation. How you grinding, how you moving. You know. Nothing wrong with pulling up on people who, you know what I mean, smoke. You know, smoking, smoke with brother, let him hit the blunt. You know what I'm saying? You know, you catch out. You gotta make some moves, catch out. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with, you know what I mean, going out, going to rejoice for a small little time. But I say you gotta lock in, like, I say the summer's about to be active, I mean, like, but I ain't really gonna be talking to nobody for real, like, you know what I'm saying? Unless we on the phone, but even if we on the phone, like, we gotta be active. Like, we gotta be talking about some major shit. We gotta be talking about some, you know what I mean? Like, what kind of moves you got going on for the day type shit. Like, if any conversation isn't working towards self-progression, you know what I'm saying? Listen, you gotta listen, I'm keeping the conversation short this summer. Like I said, I don't go by man-made time. But time is now, time is money, and I am the money. And you are too. You are the money. Most definitely. So it's time to just block it out, man. Block out all noise. Don't really listen to what people really be talking about. Again, everybody got their own perspectives. They got their own worldview, you know, and they see life differently. They see the world differently. So don't follow too much and don't listen too much. Don't cling on too much. Don't be too attached to other people's worldview. Because at the end of the day, you got life to live and you got a whole world to see. You got eyes to see. I mean, you seeing things with your own eyes and you hearing things with your own ears. I mean, you know, you gotta be willing to study and analyze everything, man, so that you come to the understanding of what's going on. You're able to move forward. Because life's all about moving forward, man. You can't take things to heart. Like, in this world, in this lifetime, like, you know what I mean? And kind of like this life cycle, I guess you could say, like, you can't really be taking things to heart. You know what I mean? It's actually, the end of you is actually kind of the death of you if you take things to heart. You know, disengage, don't engage. Just keep it moving, keep it grooving, man. You know what I mean? Because a lot of things gonna be coming at you, man. You know, if you're on the move, you're on the grind. You know what I mean? If you're really serious about your shit, you're really serious about yourself. You know what I mean? If you respect yourself like you say you do, listen, a lot of shit gonna come to you, man. It's gonna be coming at you. And listen, you're gonna hear people say some off the wall shit. You know what I mean? Assume somebody, man, the assumption that people will have about you, man, is gonna be crazy. It's gonna make you second guess who your people are and whether or not you should really be rocking with these people, because you can't believe that this is what people think about you. This is what people believe about you, man. Like, this is what people really say about you. But they were just smiling in your face and they were just telling you everything will be okay. I love you. I got you. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, hide away. Listen, hide away. Actually, you know, it ain't even about hiding away. But it is about hiding away. I'm not gonna lie. Because at the end of the day, oh, what the fuck am I doing? Where should I go? You gotta get the fuck out of Dodge, man. Like, you gotta unplug, bro. Like, when I mean unplug, I mean, you gotta unplug, man. Like, you know what I mean? You gotta step away from this madness, man. Step away from everything. Everything. You gotta step away. You gotta unplug, man. What was I saying before? Race, friends, family. They're all one the same, man. You know, it's all, you know, set in stone and used as. Anyways, all these things are established to be placed as a stumbling block against you, man, and to oppress you, and to make you feel like you don't care about people. Because, see, here's the thing. You unplug from these things, and these are the main things that people want you to care about. You know, race, family, friends. They want you to care about these things. You know what I mean? So when you unplug from race, when you unplug from family, friends, they're going to think you don't care no more. They're going to turn on you, and they're going to assume every manner of evil against you, bro. I'm telling you, they're gonna, how you say? You're gonna get a lot of accusers, bro. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people who ain't gonna think that you humble enough, and they're gonna try to lower you. They're gonna try to bring you to your lowest state by telling you to humble yourself. And you just gotta think to yourself, why should you? Are you not humble enough by being yourself? So why should you then lower yourself? Because people don't want to elevate. And just remind yourself that every single day. And just remind yourself that every time somebody brings up a false accusation about you, shit, I don't know that motherfucker. To be honest, I ain't even trying about that. I'll try to keep myself low key and because listen, I still ain't from this area. I try to have people go crazy, go stupid. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, man, you gonna really lower yourself because you listening to somebody who doesn't want to elevate. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't even want to strive with you. Don't even want to strive with you. And they see what you're doing and they see what you got going on. And they see how you aim towards taking care of yourself and bettering yourself. But again, they accuse you. And see, people think that accusations mean that they assuming the worst about you, like you a murderer, or you a crook, or you a liar, or you a thief. Accusations have, those are considered accusations if that's not what you are. But accusations are much more broad than that. Is anybody that accuses you of anything that you're not? That is literally an accuser. That's literally what it means to make an accusation. You feel me? Accusations and assumptions are two different things. I mean, you're gonna have people make assumptions, but assumptions are the same as accusations. Just a gem right there. Accusations, same as assumptions. So you're gonna get a lot of that, man. Just, you're gonna have to just strap on. Like I said, that's why I say unplug, because those are the three main things they want you to care about. So when you unplug from these things and you just move forward, you know what I'm saying? And you see race as a false illusion, and that you are seeing more races than the human race, and that we're not all the same being. And when you look at the world like that, you are much more inclined to learn about who you are and how you should move. You know what I mean? And then you're going to inquire about the powers that you have, the powers that you possess, what you possess within you. You're going to inquire about that. And then you're going to start to step in that. You're going to start to walk in that. You're going to start to realize, like, damn, like, I got a lot of power. There's a lot about me. Right? And there's nothing wrong with that. Shit, it does mean you switching up on folks. That doesn't mean you changing up on folks. That doesn't mean, you know what I'm saying? That doesn't mean, what's good, Jordan? See if I can bring you on. I don't know if you want to hop on. I'm gonna bring you on though. Bring you on. See if I can add you. But yeah, it don't mean that you switching up, man. What's good? What's good? Shit, not much, man. I'm just talking about, what to look forward to, man. When you just walking as yourself, man, you humbling yourself and you just being yourself. Because at the end of the day, like, the topic of the live was like, know your appetite, and you know, and I think that's a gem right there. Can't right now. Oh yeah, that's good. That's good. But yeah, it's just like, you gotta know your appetite. When you know your appetite, listen, like, you can't worry about what people are eating, man. Like you can't worry about what people eating. At the end of the day, what you enjoy to eat is how you enjoy to eat. You get what I'm saying? Because it's not about what you eat; it's about what you consume. Just always remember that's the gem right there. It's not about what you eat; it's about what you consume. You know what I mean? Um, that's something that I'm learning, man. Like right now, like as we speak, like it's something that I'm expanding my mind on. It's not about what you eat; it's about what you consume. You know, if you consume bullshit, like you're gonna be a reflection of that. Like that, you're gonna be a reflection of that. All you do is consume bullshit. You know what I mean? If you consume things that are sweet, your palate's gonna be a little bit more flavorful. So it's gonna show. It's gonna show. You know, it's gonna show by how you walk, man. That type of thing. I'm just using these things as an example. You know what I'm saying? It's just like I'm really learning that for real. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if we talking about what you physically eat, I mean, shit, I like my sweets. I like to eat cookies and shit like that. And, I like to drink tea and eat fruit, you know. And I'll eat meat here and there. But also in my mind, like, what I consume, the mental and, the spiritual, if we talk about, when we dig deeper, I don't consume what a lot of people consume. You know what I'm saying? I cut a lot of shit that I feel like is not good for my consumption. Like I shouldn't. And if I were, if I do consume that information, because everything that you consume is information. That's why I say it's not about what you eat; it's about what you consume. Everything that you consume is information. That's the food that you eat, what you intake. You know what I mean? Like everything is information, man. You take that shit in, you taking that shit in, you taking that shit in. You know what I mean? You coming up with your own worldview, your own concept, everything, man. So I don't like to consume a lot of shit. I don't consume a lot of shit. You know what I mean? In my day to day. Shit, I may be eating a lot, at times. Like I be snacking, I be eating, you feel me? But like what I consume in the mind, what I allow my brain to consume, I don't consume a lot of shit. I really don't. You feel me? That's why I say learn your appetite. That's why the topic of the discussion is learn your appetite, man. Because, you know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna eat what everybody's eating. What you like to eat, what you like to consume, that somebody else, it may not be what that that brother may feel like is good for them. They may not want to consume that. You know what I'm saying? That's fine. Let's go, Uncle Rico. Thank you. So I'm just going on this little nice stroll. You know what I mean? Up in the damn boondocks. Up in the fucking boondocks. But it's better than taking a stroll in the city. I feel, a lot safer. Everything's empty. You know what I'm saying? But like literally streets are empty. Only see like one or two cars rolling by. That type of shit. So, but like mentally, you know what I mean, where I allow my mind to consume, where I allow my brain to consume, I try to consume as little as possible, because at the end of the day, like, you know what I mean, I want to focus on what satisfies my meal, what satisfies my belly. You know what I'm saying? What gives me food to eat, safe, food that's safe for me, food that's safe for me to consume. I'm trying to figure that shit out. I can't I can't sit here and listen to other people's information. Don't get me wrong, all information is valuable, to intake. Again, everything that you intake on a day-to-day basis, even down to the things you eat, drink, whatever, how you walk, what you see around you, like what you listen to, is all information. Don't get me wrong. So all information is good. But you gotta know your appetite. What are you consuming? What type of information are you consuming? You gotta know your appetite. You gotta learn that. You know, a lot of people like to consume bullshit. That's fine. You know, let it be so. Like, let them consume bullshit. As a matter of fact, they can consume all the bullshit that they want to. Like, that's fine. I don't like to consume a lot. I don't like to consume a lot of things in my day to day. Like, I barely be on YouTube watching videos. Like, you know, I don't really listen to music like that. Um, and that's fine. That's you know, that's by my own merit. Like, you know what I mean? It's my prerogative. I prefer not to, you know, do these things because at the end of the day, I'm trying to listen to what I'm talking about. That's why I like to consume. I like to consume my own thoughts and my own mind, my own information, the information I receive on a day-to-day basis. Because again, you receive information on a day-to-day basis. You feel me? Like, that's what I like to consume. I like to consume my information and my thoughts in my mind. I like to consume that. I like to consume my own shit. You know what I'm saying? The thoughts that I produce, I like to consume. And then once I get finished consuming my own shit, the food that I make for myself, you feel me? You know what I mean? With the flavors, the ingredients, the sauce, and all that. You get what I'm saying? You gotta think of it like it's a full course meal. You gotta think of it like you whipping up a nice substantial meal for yourself. Like, again, it's about what you consume. I like to consume my own shit. I'm sorry. I think I make the best shit, personally. You know what I'm saying? I can eat that bitch for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And then when I feel like snacking, I'm a snack on, you know, a YouTube video. I'm a snack on, you get what I'm saying? The information I receive when I'm taking a walk and I'm looking around and I'm checking everything. Look, it's dark right now, but I'm still receiving information for what I'm seeing because it allows me to know where I'm at, where I'm going, what I should fuck with and what I shouldn't fuck with, and whether or not, you know, it's time to go, it's time to move, it's time to go switch positions, you know, everything. You get what I'm saying? Everything. So, you know what I mean? I'm stacking on that, I'm digesting that information, and then I come to the conclusion whether or not I should consume these things. You know what I mean? Now I'm coming up with my own thoughts. You know what I mean? Everything I see. Listen, you know, just gotta keep, you know, keeping yourself aware. You consume all, you know, all type of information. It's good. Keeps you aware. But what are you consuming? I'd rather consume my own shit. I'd rather consume my own thoughts. I'd rather consume things that come from the inside rather than the outside. Because if I do that, listen, that'll keep me well fed. That'll keep me. I don't even need nobody else's shit. That shit keeps me well fed, man. I ain't even gonna lie. You know, consuming my own shit, my own food, my own essential meal every single day. Listen, that's enough to keep me well fed for breakfast, for lunch, for dinner. I'm good. I'm straight. You know, so if I want a snack, I can go snack. You know, sometimes I like to watch Mr. Keep It Simple. I like to watch Mr. Keep It Simple. You know, I like to watch Mr. Keep It Simple every day, but also at the same time, like, I'm my own man that can't get like Mr. Keep It Simple. Mr. Keep It Simple, he do his own shit. You get what I'm saying? He a world-class traveler. I watch him because a lot of what he talk about I resonate with. You get what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, listen, my YouTube is Serene Manifest. You know, my real name isn't Mark. You feel me? So, um, with that being said, I'm my own man. I can't be like Mr. Keep It Simple, but shout out to Mr. Keep It Simple, right? I like to watch, 432 Drop Radio. I like to watch all these things, man. I like watching what I like watching. You know what I'm saying? But I can't be like these people. I can't be like nobody else but myself. I'm who I am. You feel me? I like to consume. I like to consume the thoughts of my dad. I like to consume what my dad has to say, the information that my dad gives me. But I can't be like him. I can't be him, and I don't want to. I'm my own man. We share the same name, but I'm a junior. So at the end of the day, I gotta walk as a junior, not the senior. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Um, I like consuming, you know, listen, I like to be aware of what it means to be a black man in America, so-called black man in America. You know what I'm saying? I like to keep myself on my toes and learn about it, learn about what it means, and learn about the dangers that come with it. You feel me? But at the end of the day, when I understood it, I came to a realization it's more racist in the human race. And fuck being a black man. The fuck? I'm trying to learn about what I am outside of being a black man, a so-called black man. I'm trying to learn about that. I'm trying to learn about, you know what I'm saying? I'd be my own man. I'd be the being that I was created to be. I'd become the being that I was created to be. I'm trying to figure that out. What kind of being am I? Well, I learned there's more beings in the human race. There's more races in the human race. I, you know, I like to learn more about human beings, but like I said, there's more races than the human race. So at the end of the day, why should I focus my attention on, you know, being a human being? Why should I focus my attention on human beings? You know what I mean? What if I'm not a human being? Then I'll be wasting my whole time living my life as a human being. What if I'm not? You know what I'm saying? It's that type of shit. Know your appetite. Feel yourself. Till you satisfied. To be honest, you can feel yourself just off your own thoughts, man. You can feel yourself. You can feel yourself off your own shit, man. When you consume your own shit, what you got going on, you consume the thoughts and the mind of yourself and yourself only. Listen, man, like I said, you eat that shit up for breakfast, lunch, dinner, all these other things are there to snack on, but you just snacking. You know what I'm saying? You ain't getting full or fat off of these things. You getting full and fat off your own shit. So feel yourself. You know what I'm saying? But don't spoil yourself. Don't pervert yourself by assimilating yourself with this other shit. Don't pervert yourself. You know what I'm saying? By assimilating yourself with other people's ideologies, and, mixing yours with other people's ideologies and all this other stuff. Don't pervert yourself, man. Don't mingle. Put it that way, man. Don't engage in that harlotry. You know what I mean? Don't be out here, you know what I'm saying, following people's advice and following people's, you know, intuition and intuitive thoughts. Listen, don't waste your time following that, worshiping that, like you a harlot, like you a prostitute. You know what I'm saying? Like, Don't do it. You be doing yourself a disservice. But this year and beyond, as a matter of fact, we starting right now. You starting this right now. If you watching these videos, you starting this right now if you haven't already. Listen, humble yourself as who you are and what fulfills your appetite and what fills. I want to say fulfill it. Yeah, I don't know that's a word. I don't know that's a word for it. What fulfills your purpose and what satisfies your appetite. You gonna humble yourself as that. You gonna humble yourself to that level. Don't worry about stooping down to anybody's level. Don't worry about stooping down to anybody's level. Understanding. Because at the end of the day, listen, a lot of people is gonna tell you to humble yourself, but they want you to be lower than them. They want you to stoop down to their level of understanding because they can't understand you. Don't worry about that shit, man. Don't worry about that shit. Just feel yourself. Listen, man, fill that cup until it's full and let that shit pour. And where you want to pour, where you know, where you want to pour out of that cup. You know what I'm saying? You want that dirty water to pour out that cup, or you want that clean water to pour out the cup to overflow. You feel me? You want that spring water? You want the alkaline water? What you want? You know what I'm saying? Same thing with your appetite. Shit, what fills your appetite? What satisfies you? I can't tell you because I don't know, but you know. And if you don't know, learn. Get out here and consume as much information as you can. But like I said, you need to understand what you need to learn what kind of information fills your appetite, man. Satisfies your appetite. Satisfies your belly. You get what I'm saying? What you want to consume, man. You get what I'm saying? You want to consume. It's time for me to get my ass to the crib. That's something like right there. We going. Take my ass to the crib. Nigga. That's what I'm going. But yeah, what satisfies your appetite, man? Is it that milk? Do you like to drink milk? You like that meat? I mean, you like herbs, the fruit? Like what you like, man? What satisfies you, man? Ooh, it smells like some gas up in here. Ooh, somebody chiefing. Ooh. Yeah, what satisfies you, man? What fills your appetite? You gotta learn that for yourself, and you gotta eat and eat that bitch until listen. Keep eating until that shit fills you up. And if that's not, if that's not the type of shit you want to consume, listen, you can always vomit, regurgitate that shit, or let it go. It's waste. But like a dog returned to his own vomit, when you get hungry again, hell, you might pick up that vomit, bro. You might pick up that vomit and go eat it because you're hungry for more information, so you just dumped out that information. But you're like, you know what? I think that might be useful information. Let me go back and pick that. You know? But when you're whipping up those substantial meals, listen, you gotta perfect everything, man. You gotta perfect the craft. You gotta perfect your sauce, man. You know, your meat of choice. You gotta know your meat of choice. You gotta know your food of choice. Everybody got their favorite food that they like to make. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing when you walk in through life. You got your favorite meal that you like to consume on the mental. You know what I'm saying? So take from that and go with, take these items, look around, take those resources, and go with that substantial meal for yourself, man. And just understand, man, what's on your plate ain't on everybody's plate, bro. And vice versa. What people like to consume, you don't have to consume that. You know what I'm saying? What satisfies people's appetite, it won't necessarily satisfy your appetite. You gotta understand that. So let people eat how they eat, man. Don't judge. It's not about what they eat. It's about what they consume. Just know that.